I get so many questions and DMs asking about how to manifest a specific person or SP. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a comprehensive guide on what actually works for manifesting an SP and answer some common questions that I get about this. Okay. So the first thing you have to know about manifesting an SP is that you're really manifesting yourself. You're not manifesting a specific person out there. You're manifesting you and who you would be if you were already together with your SP. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be talking about a specific person in a romantic context, but really all of the things that I'm talking about here today applies to any person you want to manifest, any interaction you want to have with them, okay? So here's the thing about manifesting an SP. The focus always needs to be on you. The awareness needs to be on you. It's not what the other person is doing, because the other person is part of the external 3D reality out there. And as we know, that doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. It doesn't matter how the SP is showing up to you right now in your 3D reality. This is a very common question that I get, right? My SP isn't texting me back. We're in no contact. I'm blocked. Whatever it may be, that's just a circumstance. So stop focusing on the circumstance. That version of SP, I made a video on this not too long ago. That version of SP isn't even the version of SP that's going to be with you together, happy in a loving, committed relationship. So why are you putting all your focus on that external SP, that version of SP? Okay, leave it, drop it. Second thing is third parties, right? Very common question. There's a third party. What is a third party? A third party is if there is another person in that SP's life that's seemingly taking their attention, SP's attention, off of you and onto them. So you feel like that third party, by eliminating the third party, that SP's attention can now go back to you. Third parties don't even have to be people. Third parties can be work, for example. If your SP is so focused on work and they don't have any time or attention to give to you, the work is the third party. In any case, the steps to removing the third party is the same. You don't try to remove the third party because, again, that is dealing with the external reality, right? That's dealing with the circumstance. And as we know, that's just a reflection of your past version of past self. So don't worry so much about the third party. Stop engaging with it. Don't put any energy, awareness, or focus on the third party. Okay, that is what people mess up a lot because they try to manifest away the third party. And what ends up happening is all their focus and attention becomes on the third party, on the part of the third party, trying to get rid of the third party. So that means that you're in a state of what? You're in the state of that third party exists right now, here, and you have to get rid of it somehow. Okay, so that, again, is how you deal with a third party situation. You just don't give it any energy and attention. Okay. Because if you were with your SP already, the third party would not exist or be irrelevant in your situation. So why are you focusing on the third party, which means you're not in the state of already being with SP? So those are the two very common questions I get with how to deal with an SP. What do you actually do about, your SP then? You go into your imagination. You can use affirmations. You can use scripting. It doesn't matter what you use. What you have to understand is the version of SP that's already with you, you can go there right now in an instant, okay? You can go there just like that. But you have to drop the old story. The old story is what you've been telling yourself the entire time of how the SP is treating you because they're not showing up for you the way that you want them to show up. Another very common question, why is SP not showing up the way that I want them to show up for me? Why are they not loving? Why are they not texting me? Right? Why are they not being supportive and kind and loving and respecting me the way that I want them to show up? It's because you have an underlying assumption about them not doing any of those things. And whatever we assume to be true will become true, right? So you have to drop the label of what SP isn't or is doing that's not showing up for you the way that you want them to. And once you drop those assumptions, you go straight to, in your imagination, what it would feel like if he was showing up for you or if she was showing up for you in the way that you want them to show up for you. Because if you were happy in a loving relationship with SP, they would show up for you in a way that you desire. And you go straight to that end. You embody that state, okay? And so that is all you need to do to manifest an SP. So basically, you see a common thread here. You don't worry or place any awareness to focus attention on what is happening in the external 3D reality. You don't want to get triggered by it because you don't want to put any energy, focus, or intention on that. that's old news. It's past news. You shift. Remember, we're always shifting realities. You're shifting into a reality where you and SP are together in the way that you want SP to show up for you. Okay? And so when you do that, you embody that state and you staying in it as consistently as you can. Anytime SP pops up, you go straight to that state. You go into your imagination, straight to that state, straight to that state. If you want to affirm, you can do that. If you want to script, you can do that. Even if you just simply decide that's who you are, that's what you know about SP, that's all you need to do. Don't worry about third parties. Don't worry about the behavior of your SP in your external 3D reality. Don't meddle with anything with the circumstances. You don't need to do like the text. And then you don't worry about how it's going to unfold. You don't put a time deadline on it. It does not matter, okay? It doesn't matter if their parents aren't approving of your relationship. It does not matter. None of those things matter. The common thread here is you don't pay attention or put any energy, attention, awareness on the 3D external reality, including third parties. And you focus on just you. You focus on who you are. Are you someone who's respected, someone who's loved, who's supported, right? You work on your own self-concept. A lot of people like to call it self-concept because you're embodying that identity that has that self-concept of yourself that is high, that's worthy of that love, of that support. And your SP will come around. They will show up for you because it has to. Reality is going to shift and change. And the version of SP that's going to show up for you, that you are ready together with them in the way that you want them to show up for you, is going to come to fruition. So that's my comprehensive guide on how to manifest an SP. I hope this is helpful. Yeah, I get so many of these questions that I just thought that I had to make something like this to really answer all of those questions, to really nail home how to manifest an SP, essentially.